Only person we missing is Dave, but Dave like our fill-in. He always fill in for us whenever we missing the guy. Yeah, that's kind of the only person we missing. But man, it's time, bro.
It's time, bro. It's about to fire me up.
Hey man, boy, you a wild man. We got stuff to talk about with you, but you a wild man.
Let's go.
I'm gonna be honest. This is single-handedly the most promo we have ever like done from something. Like, honestly, really? Because like we promote a lot of our stuff, but we just everybody be so busy. Like,
yeah,
I work, got a kid. Hunter work, got a kid. Kendrick's work on the plantation. He always good.
First off, stop lying. I work in the house. I'm not on the plantation. I'm in the house.
Allegedly.
Kendrick's always been at work, bro.
No, I appreciate you guys, man. You guys have killed it with those videos and stuff. It's awesome.
Thanks, Brody.
Yeah, that last one, bro. Me and D could not get our schedules to align to do our original idea at all. Because we were gonna do.
No, I was saying, what was the original one again?
So the original idea was we were gonna act like we were on FaceTime together, and then you came in and just took over the FaceTime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would have been dope. That'd have been fire.
Yeah, we had to call an audible, bro. But thankfully, D is amazing at his job. That's all I can say. Bro.
Audible was fire.
Hell yeah,
bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right, I'm sending everything to everybody, so just give me a second.
Nah, do your thing, D.
What's up, Split? I ain't talking to you in a minute. You got a job now. That's a legal job.
Switz, what you streaming later, Switz? What you got going on?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be on everything now, bro. I don't know. I didn't really plan for after this, bro. We just kind of playing for this.
Hey, that's tough. You got DJ Ray's minion, bro.
You feel me? Come on, man.
It's crazy, bro.
Bro, it's crazy because people swear up and down that like I was forced to, like I was like a pawn that was forced to watch LFG, bro.
Nah, bro, y'all really did. What's that?
He was the first person that really put us on LFG though. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, cause I'm like, I don't got cable, so it's like I would have to go out of my way to watch it. But
we don't got cable either. You know, we watch it. Come on now, watch it.
Every Sunday, bro. It's like clockwork. We just give Swizz we like, hey Swizz, tell us what happened on LFG.
Oh
bro.
Yeah, nah, facts. They did. I did talk about LFG on here. Though.
Switch was the champ, bro. He was the day one, bro. He was about it.
Bro,
I couldn't have got the clicks and the views and the notoriety that I got from it without you guys, bro. Because y'all were going crazy. Switch was going crazy with the reactions.
It's dope, bro.
I die, bro. When Switch, when you react to some of the clips, bro, and then the comments and people comment on your post, bro, I'd be dead, bro.
Oh,
bro. My favorite Swizz reaction is when we was.
I know what you gonna say.
It's the Logan Paul one, bro. It's the Logan Paul one, bro.
Oh, that was...
It was the Logan Paul one, bro. I'm not a big Logan Paul fan, and I told him that Pat McAfee was better than Logan Paul, and automatically I'm not mad.
Come on, man.
I think my favorite one was when he thought the Rock came back.
I thought Brock Lesnar was the Rock.
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The best, most recent one, bro, is the World Series, dog. The World Series.
The World Series clip was crazy.
Yeah, bro. The World Series was a 10.
Bro came alive like Taker. He was just like.
He was in the eye patch, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you know I can't see without my eye patch.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Bro.
Brody's got the eye patch on. It's about to get real.
Bro, I've been
it's about to get serious.
I've been fighting with him in his eye patch, bro.
Hey, bro, you just mad the eye patch is over, bro. Chill out.
All right, man. Let's hop into it, man.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to another episode of The Lounge Syndicate. I'm your host, the president of the Alabama chapter of Lounge Phi Beta.
That boy Tom.
And joining us, like always, my vice president of Lounge Phi Beta.
We go. Okay, wait. We gonna get there. We go
Yeah,
get to you. We gonna get to you. We
Bro,
promise.
he
We promise.
was too excited.
Hey, I'm like SpongeBob in SpongeBob the movie when he's fucking getting promoted and he's like,
Oh, he started screaming.
SpongeBob goes, I'm the
I'm
lounge
making
MVP.
what out of myself?
I'm dead.
All right, chill. I got you.
All right. So joining us, my vice president, aka my very humble wise man himself, the lounge chief content officer, Mr. Hunter. Our tribal chief could not join us this evening. He and I quote is fixing to go to bed.
That's it. That's it. He is getting ready for bed as we speak.
Come on
Yes,
now.
sir. Joining us like always, your favorite reactor, Mr. Switz OSN. Talk to me, Swizz.
Bro, I'm excited.
Oh,
There's always that one hater, man. And you got the wrong. How you wearing a Pippen jersey, man? Hey, come on, man.
because I'm pimping. That's why.
Okay.
Nigga said I'm Scottie Pippen, but whole time I'm Scottie Pippen.
I said like I don't got a Ramsey jersey.
Hey, in a few years, Swizz, that jersey gonna be an absolute gem, by the way.
Yeah, you're right. It's gonna be one to the gym to hoop in. It's gonna be worth nothing, bro. Talking about.
No, it's gonna be like this old head we got at our gym, bro. Bro, show up every.
Oh my
every
gosh,
week in a
bro,
full
I'm started.
NBA outfit, bro. But making his return, man. Mr. 37U MVP himself, Mr. Hendricks, what's going on with you?
What up, hen dog?
Was good. I'm back from you for the 9 to 5, the plantation.
Yeah, they do have my boy out there slaving.
Man got his hair done too. Come on now.
Hey man, joining us last but certainly not the least of our lounge crew, we got one of my best friends, professional wrestling photographer himself. He would not join Lounge Phi Beta with us for some reason. Apparently the Iotas was going to try and kill him.
That's freaking crazy.
But we got the man who has his art on display right now at the Fulton County Library. Please give a lounge welcome to my main man, Mr. iPad Face in the building.
What's up? I am the face that runs the place. I'm a pro wrestling photographer, as Jay said. Hopefully one day I get those BJ Ray pictures. You feel me? We're gonna talk later.
Oh
but yeah, y'all already know how it's going.
You know how we do it.
Face, but I'm not what's important here. We got a special guest.
Yes,
Come on now.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Jay.
Coming with us, we have a former Division I wrestler himself, former high school wrestling standout from the mean streets of Oaktown, California, building himself out of Florida now. Professional Rage Bader himself, professional wrestling icon. This man is the future of the business. We got Mr. Sexy BJ Ray in the building, baby.
Come on now.
That was the best introduction of all time. What's happening, gang? Yes, sir, we here. West Coast gangster, baby. Come on, the means. How we do it?
We got to start here because every guest we've had, I've always had to ask, what kind of made you want to get into wrestling, just in general?
Dude, so what's actually kind of crazy is like I'm not like most people that grew up watching wrestling. Like obviously, like the household names, right? Like John Cena, Taker, all those guys. But I didn't really like know too much about it until like I was wrestling in college at Duke. And then they had like recruiters come on campus. It was at the time where they started implementing the program where they were visiting college campuses, and scouting out people and stuff like that. So actually what had happened was, this is a crazy story. I don't think I've even told it yet. So I don't know if you guys are football fans. Riley Leonard, who was the quarterback of Notre Dame when they went to the championship, is one of my best friends. And he played at Duke, and we went to Duke with each other at the same time. So the recruiters first visited the football team, and like they were all feeling it out, checking it out, going up, cutting promos, whatever. And then I went to class that night, and I had this night class with Riley. And he was like, bro, BJ, he was like, you have to go find these people on campus, bro. He was like, when we were literally like listening to these guys talk, in my head, I was literally like, yo, this is for BJ. And he even told one of the guys, he's like, yo, you got to meet this kid, BJ Ray. He would be perfect for this. So the following day, they sent out an email via the athletic department with the wrestling team. And so I literally just showed up, bro, and just kind of crashed out. I'm just having a good time, bro. Watching them. Big Almost was there. A couple other guys, and it was a time. And so basically met with them. They're like, hey, called me literally I think the next day or a couple days later. And we're like, dude, like we want to have you at the tryout in LA. And bro, it's crazy because I was like in school and the tryout week was during my midterms. So I was like hitting up my professors. I was like, yo guys, like I got to dip out. I got to go to this WWE tryout. And like, dude, some of my professors were such Karens, bro. They were like, no, you can't leave. You can't leave. And I was like, all right, I had to go tap in with my athletic director and make it happen so I could go hit the tryout.
Man,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I gotta ask, I know high school wrestling is one of the harder sports to get a scholarship at. How was it actually wrestling past a high school level?
Dude, it's crazy. I mean, pound for pound, statistically, like wrestling is the hardest sport to go to college in. When you look at it on the list of the hardest to go and get a scholarship in college and be a college athlete, it's the most difficult sport. And especially making it to the Division I level is super tough. And then once you make it there, dude, it's a whole different ballgame. You know, I remember in high school, I was just like this freak of nature my senior year. You know, I was basically a grown man wrestling boys, as Kurt Angle would say. No. But, hey, yo. But anyway, so then you go to college, 18-year-old kid, you know, pulling up to college, and you step on the wrestling mat. It's just all grown men. And you're like, oh, my God, bro. Just the game gets so much harder, you know. But it's definitely a very difficult thing, bro. Here's the thing. I've played almost every sport, and not even being personal bias, I just don't think there's anything like it. I mean, college wrestling to me is like the hardest thing. I've even done a lot of mixed martial arts my whole life and sparred with some of the top UFC fighters. And, dude, to me, college wrestling is like the most difficult thing that there is.
Because were you freestyle or Greco?
So I did. So in America, college is folk style.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, like in the postseason, we do freestyle, Greco-Roman. I did a couple tournaments Greco-Roman, but I never really practiced or trained Greco-Roman. So predominantly like freestyle. When I was in the postseason, I go hit like the U.S. Open and these national tournaments and stuff like that. Do a little freestyling.
Okay. Anybody else got any college style questions?
So I do have I got a transitional question, pretty much. So what was it like being a collegiate wrestler and then trying to understand how to actually be like a pro wrestler? Like, was it easy of a transition? Was it kind of difficult? What was that like?
Dude, I feel like it's honestly right in the middle. I feel like it's 50-50. So I feel like when it comes to the physicality of it and understanding the motions and movements and learning moves, it made it so easy. I feel like the best background you could come from is college wrestling. If you're a guy, if you're a girl, I'd probably say like gymnastics. A lot of times the cheerleaders or the gymnastics girls transition very well on the physical side of things. But it was actually, I think, harder for wrestlers than any other sport to, like, grasp, like, showing the emotions and, like, the selling in the ring. Like, selling, I have a lot of personality, but selling was really hard for me at first because in wrestling, dude, we're taught our whole life to be as stoic as possible. Like, no emotion, no anything. I mean, like, even on the football field, football is a tough sport, but guys are firing up, going crazy. Like, in wrestling, you can't do that. The whole time you're just supposed to be serious, straight face, no emotions, like a robot. You know, so that was definitely like a big hurdle, and it's a big hurdle for like a lot of the wrestlers that come in that I've noticed. It's definitely a pattern. But you know, like a lot, I would say like the basketball guys probably sell the best because you know they'd be selling on that court. You know, like LeBron, like they'd be flopping. You know,
so Swizz telling me Swizz will probably have a pretty good background in.
Oh, come on, man. So, also while you were at Duke, you were also teammates with your future LFG cast member, Mr. Jonah Niesenbaum, was who we all most know as Cutler James, who's currently in Dark State.
Cutler James, yeah, that was crazy. Like when me and Cutler both got signed, we were the first. Like ever since they started the athlete program, we were the first two teammates that got taken in the same tryout. Like before that, there's never a tryout that like had two of the same teammates. So that's pretty cool.
So as we transition into your WWE stuff, what was the most nerve-wracking thing about the tryout?
Dude. Honestly, for me, I wasn't that nervous because I like knew nothing about the business. So like, dude, the tryout for me was the funniest thing in the entire world. So I go to this tryout. I didn't even actually want to go to the tryout at first. I was kind of like skeptical because I had a bunch of stuff going on, stuff going at school. I wanted to fight after college. And my brother's like, go, go, go. So I was like, all right, whatever. We're going to make this happen. So when I go there, like, dude, I didn't know who anybody was. I didn't know who, and I just came from a school field trip. So in order to graduate, I had to take this 400 level course in this marine bio class. And I was literally in like this island in North Carolina, drove back on a bus, got home at like 3 a.m. and then flew out at like 6 a.m. to the tryout. So, dude, I literally had like no clothes, no anything ready. Didn't have time to prep or anything like that because I was just like in school just grinding, right? And so I get out there and meeting everybody at the tryout and stuff. And obviously I'm having a fun time. They're filming Next Gen while they're doing the tryout. So obviously got to make some magic happen with that and turn it up a little bit. And but a lot of the stuff, dude, that's actually funny is like a lot of the stuff was actually as real as it gets. You know, like I when I pulled up, I didn't know who Shawn Michaels was. I didn't really know who Triple H was. I didn't really know who anybody was besides John Cena. And so, like, I remember the first night I pulled up to this dinner. They had this dinner outside on top of the football field at UCLA. And, like, I literally was like, you know, the cameras are on, Next Gen's being filmed, so I'm feeling the persona, feeling the vibes. And I walk up to the table, and you got our head coach, Matt Bloom, sitting there with Shawn Michaels and a few other, I think Big E and a few other people. I literally walk up right up to Shawn with my glasses on, looking all cool at night or whatever. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I'm sexy BJ Ray. And he looks me dead in the eyes, and he goes, who you are. I was like, oh shoot. We're not off to a good start, boys.
BJ, from the first meeting on campus to the tryout to LFG, when did it start to become apparent that this is something that you really wanted to do going forward as a career?
Honestly, so to kind of rewind real quick for a second, at the tryout, that was like the beauty of it because I had like no stress or anything because I didn't know what was going on or who people were. And I've never been, you know, a shy individual to be like, oh, I'm the kind of guy that crosses the line and you got to tell me to draw it back, you know?
Right.
So I was just acting crazy at the tryout, doing tons of fun, crazy stuff and having an absolute blast. And it was crazy, bro, because like, each day at the tryout, it wasn't like the other tryouts where like you get to the end and then everybody goes home and they call you if you got the contract. Because Next Gen, bro, they were literally cutting people like it was like some like island show game. Like after the first couple days, they would like make cuts, and then they would change your ticket from that weekend to like whatever day that was and fly you out the next morning. And so like, bro, like you would like, so like we pull up to do the next day and like you see people like crying, going home with their suitcase in the lobby. And I'd be like, loser. No, but dude, I was like, I kept making it to the next day and the next day. And I'm calling my brother. And my roommate at the time was Julian Baldi, football player from Italy, Coach Juice. And I was like, bro, there's no way. I was like, how am I not getting cooked right now? I was my brother. I was like, dude, like, I don't know anything. I don't know what's going on. Like, I've been causing problems. And I was like, I don't understand how I'm making this, right? And so fast forward, they end up calling us in at the very end, offers the people the contracts that they want to offer the contracts. And at that time, I was like, oh, shoot, bro. Because I felt like bad. Because, like, they selected me for this contract. I called my brother right away. And I was like, bro, like, they just offered me this contract. You said to just come for fun and check it out. And now if I have to tell them no, it's going to be, like, you know, weird or whatever. Because, dude, I was just a kid at the time. I was a 23-year-old kid. Like, I didn't know what was going on with the whole situation. So then on the last day before we flew home, they took us to WrestleMania, and they brought us out like of the tunnel, like ringside, right when the first match was starting. And John Cena, I think John Cena was wrestling. I think Austin Theory. I can't remember. You guys remember at the LA WrestleMania?
Yeah, Austin Theory.
Yeah. So I remember we walk out, and like as John Cena's coming down the ramp, we're walking out, and we're literally going like right alongside the ring, and we get to the ring and they start wrestling. I'm watching and I'm just looking around, dude. 85,000 people sold out. And I'm just like in shock. I'm like, bro, like this is this big? Like I've never like even like seen WWE or anything. I'm like, this is crazy. And we're getting followed with like cameras and stuff for the show. And so people are like looking at us, like trying to take pictures and stuff, like thinking that we're somebody. And and I'm just like, I'm acting like I'm somebody, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so then like John Cena, dude, this is literally what changed. Like after this happened, bro, I was like, it's game over. I never do this, never seen this. Bro, John Cena raised up his hand and the whole entire freaking stadium, bro, you can't see me. Bro, I literally got goosebumps. I was like, yo, this is crazy, bro. And so that's really what sold me, dude. Like, so I guess I got to give props to John Cena for being the guy that sold me on the product and sold me on the business, because once I saw that, I was just like, dude, I got to do this. I was like, I got to do this. So I went back home, talked to my family, said a lot of prayers, and I was just like, you know what? I feel like this is a sign. You know, this is something that I could be good at.
All right, so I'm glad you say that. It's a good transition point. So you get the contract, you get there. Just kind of take us through what's the timeline from offered contract to when y'all really started ramping up and doing LFG and everything. Like, what's the actual timeline?
So, excuse me. What had actually happened was, so I signed like when I got back to school, like a month before I graduated. And then I started, I believe, in June of 2023. So I was at the Performance Center in Orlando in June of 2023. Now, WWE Next Gen didn't come out until like that following spring, right before WrestleMania. Right. I think it was like right before or right after WrestleMania. So, dude, it was actually like kind of really sucky because like they kind of like paranoid us, and they're like, you know, this business is all about like keeping things under wraps, and like don't tell anybody you're signed, don't tell anybody anything. So like from June all the way until Next Gen came out, we had to like keep it a secret because they didn't want us to spoil the winners of Next Gen, because if we were like, oh, we signed, then people would watch the first episode of Next Gen or whatever and be like, oh, he won, right? Obviously. So we had to wait that entire time. Then Next Gen rolled out, and now that would have been 2024, like that springtime of 2024. And then I had a little gap in between that rolling out and LFG started filming in about season 1, October of 2025, is when we started filming LFG. And then we filmed that. Once we wrapped that started rolling out. Then we filmed LFG season 2, which rolled recently. And that was kind of like the timeline of everything pretty much for the most part.
All right. It's been so much discrepancy. Now, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But what's the pay like? We keep hearing so much different stuff about people selling houses in the PC, going broke, having to, you know what I'm saying, having to go back to work at 9 to 5. Can you debunk this for us? Because if it's over a certain dollar amount that's in my head, then you have no reason to be getting evicted.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna throw dollar amounts out.
No, but, for sure.
I think, dude, you know, I have like disclaimer. I was gonna say at the beginning of this podcast, like, dude, I have only good things to say about the WWE. I mean, like, they bring you in to this business where people have like grinded so hard for years on the independent circuit and all this stuff, and start paying you very comfortably right away, and so you have the best coaches, all these things. And so, dude, to me, the pay was fine. You know, like, obviously you're coming in, it's a developmental contract. You're not going to be paid like a freaking, you know, global phenom right away. You got to earn your way up. You got to climb the ladder. But like at no point was I, you know, penny pinching or starving for food or anything like that. Like, it was a very comfortable way of living, especially for a young athlete coming into the business. I think for a developmental contract, it's very fair.
And that's all I need to hear. So y'all niggas just suck at managing y'all money.
I have another question, BJ. So there was a clip, you know, that went actually like mega viral of you, like around the February-ish, March-ish time. And in that clip, you cut a very intriguing promo to the judges on LFG. So can you walk us through walk me up into the ring and cut the promo, and like what was going through your mind through the whole process, or even the whole first day of recording LFG?
Yeah, dude, 100%. So it's kind of crazy. Like, here's what I'll say. You know, at the end of the day, like, I got to be a professional. I'm in this business, and I'm a magician, and I'm never going to expose the full magic of the trick, right?
For sure.
Because I got to hold true to everything and the product that they put out and stuff like that. But, dude, it was, like, very chaotic, and, like, filming LFG was, like, very chaotic, a lot going on. Nobody really knew what was going on, and so me going into it, I was like, okay, like, I've been on Next Gen. I had success with Next Gen. I was, like, the lead bad boy. And I was like, okay, going into this, like, you know, everything that falls under the umbrella of wrestling, whether it's a reality TV show, whether you're live on NXT TV, Raw, SmackDown, whatever, it's all magic. It's all part of the magic, you know? And so I'm gonna bring the magic. I'm gonna bring the sexy BJ Ray magic. And so everybody's going out there, dude, and cutting their promos and just getting ripped into, bro. Like, ripped into. And, like, nobody's like saying anything back. They're all just taking it, and honestly, they're taking it how you probably should. You know, if there was no magic or twist to anything, you know what I'm saying? But Braden Ray would have taken it like them, but sexy BJ Ray, no way. so I'm watching all these guys get ripped, and I was like, oh, we're gonna have fun with this. Now, something I will note, and people are very curious about this, because obviously WWE has pulled back the curtain of kayfabe with a little bit of LFG. They did it with the Netflix doc, so it's no forbidden secret. Yes. Obviously, there's things in shows and Raw, SmackDown, LFG, Next Gen that are tweaked a little bit for the magic purposes. Now, when Bubba walked up to me in the beginning of the first episode and didn't shake my hand, bro, that was not planned whatsoever. Like, that was not planned. Like, I genuinely was like, I was hyped up, bro. Like, all the letters walked in. And I was like, yo, let me shake this dude's hand. Bubba Ray Dudley, right? Low-key didn't really even know who he was. Not capping, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know the industry. I was trying to play catch-up. And so I'm like, all right, this is going to be fun.
Well, Bubba
homeboy just doesn't shake my hand. And I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, literally.
You didn't meet Bubba Ray. You met Bully Ray. You didn't meet Bubba Ray.
You met Bully Ray that day.
Bubba Ray would have shook your hand. Bully Ray not.
Yeah, so I met Bully Ray, and then once that happened, I was like, you know what? Like, dude, this is like one thing I want to share. Like, a lot of people think, and I'm glad because, like, coming into this, like, first podcast in the lounge, like, I'm trying to figure out a way to balance, like, Braden Ray now, right? Like, as a professional actor and the persona, the character, sexy BJ Ray. But, like, there's a lot of things, bro, that, like, people don't realize, because all they see is the trollingness and the noise on social media and stuff. But, bro, like, I really think about these things heavy. And, like, for example, when I went out to cut my promo, I was like, okay. I was like, here's where you make a name. Here's where you make noise. And, like, there was no communication between me and the legends beforehand or anything like that. But I'm like, when the cameras are on, we're in the fictional world, you know, and everything, to me, everything flies. If the legends could live it out 24/7 when the cameras are flying, sexy BJ Ray can live it out 24/7 when the cameras are flying. So I'm thinking while I'm going out there, I actually had like a very good articulated promo that I was going to cut, because everybody, they kind of hyped me up. They brought me out as the last guy. Like, everyone was expecting me to be like the guy, because that's what I've been good at and known for, like, even in the Performance Center. And so I'm about to go out there, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm thinking about it in my head, and I'm like, okay, dude, I got to use this handshake thing somehow to get over the rowdy boy, right? And I'm like, all right, let me go out there. This is the way I think, dude. I'm like, all right, let me go out there and cut the worst promo of all time, because they're crapping on everybody. And I'm like, if they're crapping on everybody over good promos, just wait till I hear what I'm gonna say, right? And so I'm like, let me go out there, dude, and cut the most diabolical, like freaking brain rot promo that anybody's ever heard. And once they start like coming after me for it, then I'll actually go for real and start ripping into them, right? So that's what I did. I just went out, I cut a promo that I had like done before. It was like right after Carmen kicked me on the head on TV on NXT when I was risen up her and, you know, Nat. And as soon as I was like, hey, yo, you got Snapchat? They're all just like, bro, like, low-key was funny, dude. It's like sometimes you don't get to see all the camera shots and the angles. But, bro, all of them were dying, bro. Even Booker's just like this, bro. Booker's cracking up, and he's shaking his head, bro. And Booker literally couldn't even put his head up, bro. He's just shaking his head. And like, dude, it was like that. To go to the future real quick, it was like that. So many scenes, like LFG, bro. Like they were just like, oh my god. Every time, bro, I did something. They were, especially Booker. He was just dying, bro, shaking his head. But so then that's when it kind of set it up, and dude, like literally. Booker lobbed me up perfectly because I was going to go after Bubba anyway because they were all giving whatever, and I was just going to target it to Bubba. But Booker literally goes, cut a real promo on Bubba right now. And in my head, too, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, whoa. So I'm like, bro, this is going perfectly according to plan. So then I just like rip into it, and it wasn't even like a crazy like rhythmic like your classic promo or whatever. It was just like me basically talking shies, right? And so Bubba like is just like kind of in shock, bro, and he's like he's just like trying to figure it out, and so he starts going off on me, and I'm like trying not to die laughing in my head, bro. Like I'm literally like so bad, bro. Like that's one of like the things about me is like sometimes when I do promos and stuff, I'll like pop myself because I'll just like start dying. And so I'm like trying to keep a straight face out there, and Bubba's like going off, bro. And I'm just watching Bubba and his big chubby cheeks just like and spit flying from his mouth, like going crazy. And he like starts like snapping and stuff. And I'm like, oh, bro, like I'm so glad, bro. You're a psychologist. That's crazy. And like just trolling him. And then Undertaker hopped in, Booker hopped in, and dude, like when you're out there in front of the legends like that, like it is like a little nerve wracking. You're like, oh my god, right? And what do you call it? Taker was like, are you being like serious right now or whatever? And there was a part of me that's like, oh shoot, did I cross the line too far? You know? But I was like, no. I was like, we have to double down. We have to double down in my head. I was like, I was like, I'm doing this for all my homeboys in the back that got grandma, bro. Like, I gotta go super villain mode, bro. I was feeling like freaking Syndrome from Incredibles back in 2008, bro. I was like, bro, I was like, they don't even know. And like some of the crazy stuff, bro, is like they take out like a lot of the stuff I said, they took out like my best parts, bro, they took out. Because obviously, like, they gotta make the legends, you know, look in a certain light, you know, they can't have a young rook coming out and eating up a legend on a mic. So a lot of my best stuff, dude, like got taken out. That was hilarious because like they were like, I'll give you guys an example. So like at the end, like Bubba was like, oh, I hope you take this advice or whatever like that. And I was like, yeah, like I'll chew on it. And everybody was dying because they showed that part. And then like Taker said something at the very end after that smart ass remark. And then I was like, you know what, Taker? I'll pray about that later, bro. I'll pray about it later. All right, and they didn't put it in. And I was like, no, bro. Because they were so mad when I said that because I was like, bro, I'll pray about that tonight, bro.
So the question I have on the background of things when it comes to the industry, when you started, did they kind of push you towards more of a face heel character, or did they just tell you to figure it out and molded you as you went?
Dude, so what's funny for me is when I came in, so after Next Gen, it was kind of already established because I showed them, you know, that side of me. And when I first pulled up to the Performance Center, bro, like everybody right away was just like, dude, I swear, first day, they're just like, bro, like, who is this frat boy? Like this, like everybody right away was like, bro, you're a heel. I didn't even have to say anything, bro. Everybody right away was just like, bro, this guy right here's a freaking heel, bro. He's a freaking heel. So I freaking pull up to the Performance Center, bro, and it's like first week we go through like some classes, whatever, learning about the business. And then I have my first promo class. And in the first promo class, our coach was like, hey, he was like, you know, guys, try anything new. Like be a baby, be a heel, be serious, be goofy, be funny. He was like, just try anything, throw it all at the wall because you never know what's going to stick, right? So on Next Gen, like I was doing my heelish thing, and I was like, everybody's telling me I'm going to be heel, but I was like, you know what? Like, bro, maybe I could make a good baby face, right? And so I go in there, and literally my first promo, so everybody's going before me. I went like last for some reason. So everyone's going before me. They're getting good feedback, first promos. So I go in there, dude, and I cut this baby face promo, and I was like, I'm doing this for the people. And like, bro, like I was dying. I was like trying to like I had the perma smirk while I was doing it. I couldn't help it because it was like so funny. And like I get to the end of the promo, and my coach looks at me, Ryan Katz, good dude, bro, great dude. Like he just helps people so much. And he just looks at me and he goes, Braden, he goes, never cut a babyface promo again. And I was like, what? He just gave everyone permission for freedom. And he was like, bro, never cut a babyface promo again. I was like, all right, Katz, I got you, bro. I got you.
It's like frat guy. You can't be a face as a frat guy, though.
Nah, yeah. And so, dude, that was like one of the funniest things because like I was doing that whole bit like before anybody was doing it. And I actually, you know, talked to Creative and gave them this phenomenal pitch. They loved it and all this stuff. Like I was doing the whole frat thing. I got my pants back there somewhere with a big beer pong cup set up with a big splash on it. And I would come out, throw the pong ball and do all this stuff and come out with the polo and all of it. And it was really fun, bro. It was like a really cool thing. And then over time, I kind of like eventually evolved into more like the West Coast gangster vibe or whatever. But there was still like that was still kind of part of it. It was just like I kind of had the thing about me is like I just am very creative, so I just keep adding things, and sometimes it could be a blessing, sometimes it could be a curse, you know, if you keep bouncing from idea to idea. But I just I had a lot of fun with it.
Man, we got a dream match.
Wow,
man. We got frat boy BJ versus school teacher Grayson Waller.
Dude, I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. That'll be fire.
Transition into the release, everything. How does that go? And really, because I know, like, you know, everybody done lost a job before. So just mentally, how are you doing from that point of things? Like, what was that feeling like? What's that whole process?
Dude, yeah, like at first, obviously it sucked, right? Like I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe I got the call. It's like kind of felt surreal. Especially because like, you know, there's not really, you know, I'm not going to say exactly what they told me, but they don't really give you like an official. It's kind of just like, hey, you know, this is the situation. Your contract's being terminated. It's very much like straight to the point, right? And I'm like, hey, is there any reason? No, really reason. Just don't see business, whatever. So I was just confused. I was really caught off guard because I was like, bro, like I'm killing the game. Like I killed the game on Next Gen, both seasons of LFG. Like, in my opinion, like not to blow smoke in my ass or come across cocky, but it's nothing wrong with being confident. I think that I'm better than anybody on a mic. And so I'm like, all right, bro, like I got that. My wrestling's good, dude. Like, this is what I was saying about the magic of LFG. Like, I'm going to protect the magic of LFG, but like obviously in any wrestling product, there's storylines and there's things that are fabricated, right? And you gotta somehow nerf the bad boy, and they couldn't do it on the mic, you know? So there were situations where, let's just say that like the whole narrative of my wrestling being bad, I would beg to differ, and everybody would beg to differ if it wasn't on LFG, right? So, so I was just like really caught off guard because I was like, okay, my wrestling's good, my promo work is phenomenal, and I was killing the game. I was really killing the game in social media. I mean, dude, in the 2.5 years I was here, I literally became like one of the most popular guys, dude, in the internet wrestling community. And like, I remember when I went to, what's it called? At WWE, they have the Wrestling World or whatever, WWE World. And bro, like I went out to like, I wanted to buy some merch in the little like merch area. And dude, I just got like swarmed, bro. Like the security had to come out and help me go back because I got like swarmed by like 50 dudes, bro. Like everybody trying to get a picture and all this stuff. And so like the support was there. The wrestling's there, the character work is there, everything that needs to be there is there. And so I was just like really caught off guard, you know, like obviously there's speculations, you know, it's never in this line of work, it's never good to be injured. And I tore my shoulder last October wrestling Cedric Alexander and Javon in a match in Tampa. And so I pushed through 2 seasons, dude, of LFG with no rotator cuff, no labrum, and another ligament completely severed. And so I was doing that. And so once I got to the end of season 2, I was like, yo, I got to get this surgery, you know, and then got released 2.5 months into my rehab. So, you know, there could be some speculation there. You know, like I said, I love the WWE. I like TKO, all that stuff, but now TKO's part involved. So I don't really know what happened. I don't really know what went down. At the end of the day, it's a corporation, it's business, it's money, and it's numbers. And like the TKO guys, they probably don't know who I am. You know, they could have looked at a sheet and said, "Oh, this guy out for 9 months, shoulder surgery, we don't have merch, hasn't made us any money in that way or anything like that." Okay,
for sure.
You know, so I honestly I don't know, but I handled it pretty well, dude. I'm actually kind of excited. I think it was actually a blessing from God, dude. I'm very grateful for the entire process because I think I needed to kind of get pulled out for a little bit, get some of my priorities straight,
for sure.
And really dive into this business even deeper and learn it on a deeper, more intimate level, and just show everybody the greatest comeback that the wrestling business has ever seen.
Would you say that now it's like you have like a why now? Like now you feel like even though you kind of proving yourself in one aspect, do you think that now is a different like drive now to like moving forward with like, you know, wrestling, whether it's on the indies, whether it's, you know, wherever you end up at in the future?
Yeah, no, 100%. So like, you know, I'm definitely taking it personally, you know, and that's not a shot at the WWE. Matt Bloom would want me. Matt Bloom would want me to take it personally. Triple H would want me to take it personally. Shawn Michaels would want me to take it personally. Like these guys want to see me succeed. You know, it's always sad for them to see talent go that they like. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's a business. You know, and so in my opinion, it was the greatest generational fumble of all time. I believe in my heart and my mind that it was the worst decision the WWE has ever made. And I'm going to show them that it was the worst decision they ever made. And that's not being said with vengeance or anything, but
sure.
That's what I feel that's what they would want me to do. And that's what I'm going to do. And it's bound to happen. You know, it's bound to happen because I just know what I'm capable of. You know, I know what I'm capable of. And the wrestling world, dude, like is in for a treat, bro. Like I got some stuff cooking, bro, that like, oh my God, bro, nobody's doing.
So I'm about to just go ahead, brother.
Do we know when we're putting the boots back on right now?
Yeah, so the boots will be coming on next year. Right now, I'm about 3.5 months into my rehab, so I got to finish up doing my rehab, my recovery. Shout out WWE. You know, they took care of it all. They're taking care of me and making sure my shoulder gets back healthy. Got me posted up at like one of the best rehab places in Orlando. So I'm freaking just right now. My only goal is trying to get healthy and trying to get better because I want to get back in that ring, man. You know, and then obviously like once I get better from the shoulder, I can't just go have a match right away. Like I got to get back in the ring, knock some of that rust off, make sure, you know, go through motions, go through matches, make sure my shoulder's okay. It feels good. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, dude, when that time comes, bro, like I'm gonna be excited. And the thing about me though, dude, is like I'm not even worried because the personality aspect of it, like, dude, I've had the highest level people there, like in office, tell me that I've got more personality in my left pinky finger than anybody in the building. And so they even encouraged me and told me, like after the release, like, dude, like, bro, like stay relevant. Even though you have the shoulder injury, like stay relevant. So obviously I've been doing some things, as y'all may know, to stay relevant.
We gotta hop into that.
I was just about to be, you know, I was about to ask. You
Before
mentioned
we go to TNA.
Do your thing. Wait, no. I didn't even want to go to TNA yet.
Oh, okay. Quick question.
I was about to say. Go ahead.
You gotta let us know when your first match, the Lounge Phi Beta, gotta pull up, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta let us know.
Bro, 100%. Yeah, you guys will definitely be there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you mentioned something earlier. You said social media. That's what I was gonna get into. Because I remember you know, I would check my phone and the headlines would be ridiculous. So you did a great job. Is all I'm saying. I would see my phone and be like, "Yeah, there's no way." And then sure enough, there's video with evidence of what the headline was. So I definitely say like you have the skill to keep people's attention, and also like I agree. Don't ever cut a babyface promo ever again. You are a heel at heart. There's no debate. So keep that going.
Me and you one and the same, bro. They told me I can never be a face either.
I'll hold down being the face. No worries.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yeah, that sounds like a good deal, bro. Sounds like a good bargain.
But man, we gotta ask, man. Ray's baiting the internet. What's going? Why you hurt Uncle feelings over there, man? Why you hurt Uncle feelings?
Come on, bro. Like, dude, something I want to say is like, you know, when I came into this industry, and I'm saying this with confidence, and here's one thing I want to make note of. This is where the BJ Bray started to come out, but it's a real part of me. it's truth. You know, part of my persona is like, I think inside of all of us, there's a little heel. Inside of all of us, there's a little baby face. You know, I'm not, somebody in the wrestling world wouldn't describe me the same way that my mom would describe me to her friends. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and I'm able to tap into what I need to tap in to be good at what I do. But what I will say is a real thing, a real truth is like, dude, when I got here, I looked around and WWE is a phenomenal product. NXT is a phenomenal product. And the talent out here is great. But, bro, I truly believe that I think different than anybody in this business. I think that people would always be like, bro, you're so, like, charismatic. You have so much personality. And they would be like, oh, dude, like, you're so good at marketing and all these things. And like my real secret, bro, is my creativity. Like, I think that, honestly, I could be a better creative writer for the WWE or whatever company than even a wrestler, right? And so with that being said, like, when I came in, I looked around and I just saw the lack of use of social media within the company. Not on like the WWE production side of things, but the talent, like personally using it. And like from all the levels, I would say the guy that when I came in that was doing it the best was Grayson Waller. But I was looking around NXT and I'm like, bro, these guys' social media game's weak. Here's where I'm going to be different. Because I was kind of already doing it when I was in college. Like if you go back and you look at my posts, I was already rage baiting and acting because I grew up watching Conor McGregor and all these Nate Diaz and stuff. And so in my mind, I was going to fight after college. So authenticity sells. So I was like, I want to start doing this from when I'm in college. And like, I want to be the bad boy. I want to be, the Huntington Beach bad boy, come out, do my thing, right? And so when I came to WWE NXT, bro, I started going crazy on social media. Once Next Gen dropped, I was like, bro, I'm going to take over on social media. And my first post, bro, was way too crazy. I love keep that stuff. My first post, bro. My first post ever, bro. Like, literally, it was like right when Next Gen came out. A certain somebody got in some trouble with some possession of things, a certain female, and had a mugshot taken of her. And I took her mugshot and I made it my profile picture on Twitter. And, bro, like, the whole wrestling world lost it, bro. They were all coming after me. I'm like this young 23-year-old kid, bro. They're like people were like making death threats like crazy. They're like, and I didn't know because, like I said, I didn't know the business, right? So, like, I'm like, oh, okay, like, I'm a heel. I'm a bad guy. Like, everything flies under the umbrella of entertainment. And so I had to learn the ropes, and start talking creative. And people were like, okay, where's this line at? Where's this line or whatever? But I started killing the game on social media. And from very early on, I had a target on my back, to be honest, because at the end of the day, like, everybody there's cool. I have friends, but, your coworkers are your competition, and jealousy is a thing. Egos are a thing. And so, like, I remember a couple homies came up to me one day and they were like, bro, like, keep doing what you're doing. Like, freaking one of our head creative guys that they work with was saying really good things about me and how I'm using social media. And like, apparently, like, one of our head creative guys, there's like the highest level class you could be in where like all the top stars in NXT are in. And he was literally telling their class, like, guys, Sexy BJ Ray is more popular than some of you guys. And he hasn't even, he's been here for less than a year just because of social media. And he's like, you guys need to step up your game. And like, he was telling them like how I come to them and I ask them and I run things by them and I try to do these things. And so like, dude, after that, I was like, people thought I would react good. I was like, frick. I was like, I'm gonna have a target on my back, bro. Like, everybody's gonna be like, screw this kid, coming in, getting glazed by one of the head people in creative about, doing this thing on social media. But that's just something I kind of always understood that needed to be done because I was like, social media, I feel like, is a blessing and a curse because keeping kayfabe is so hard now because, like, for example, you can't like come up with like if I was to try to create some crazy story, like, oh yeah, I'm like this super villain bad boy, freaking parents died in a car accident, came from an orphanage. Like, people just look up on real life and be like, oh, bro, that's bro's parents right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like not as authentic. And so it's like a really weird thing. You can't really do what you did back in the day and have like this ominous persona. But that's where I was like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start like really working on, kayfabing the kayfabe and blending reality with fiction and get people really guessing, hey, what is this kid about? And honestly, it's kind of like the perfect place to be because I feel like that is like the most authentic way you could put yourself out there in this industry as of right now in 2025 in this modern this modern era, because it's so complicated. You got some people pulling the curtain back, some people pulling the curtain back in front of it, and everybody's kind of going about it their own way. And so for me, dude, I was like, hey, like, this is kind of like perfect for me to kind of like live this out on social media and, really, really get these people thinking like, yo, this is the guy. And the funny thing is like a lot of it, like I said, the thing about me and my persona, a lot of it actually is me. Like I said, everybody has that inside of them somewhere. Everybody has that little ego. Everybody's got, like our boy, the shades, the ski mask, all that, now with a swagger. But like, obviously when I go walking around in everyday life, like, you got to fit into society and be like a normal person,
For sure.
like you can't be doing all that. And so for me, I'm like, okay, I've really found this like cool kind of like character persona. Like for me, the way I thought of it was like, okay, if I'm going to make this work, it's got to be me, like not a character. It's got to be like me if I was a professional athlete, whether I was a soccer player, football player, UFC fighter, like that's, and being a WWE superstar, you are a professional athlete. So I was like, okay, like I don't want to come up with this crazy, like cartoony character. I just kind of want to be me and who I am. And they're like, do it in a heel way, just crank it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I want
the crowd. Oh, but
I want to say that because that's an interesting take, because when we were all kids, or even before we were kids, it was always like the bad guy was trying to take over the world and the good guy's trying to save it, and that's just unbelievable. That doesn't happen. It's not realistic.
Yeah.
Be, Getting heat on social media is like where a real heel is actually at. Because you have to find to be a believable heel in this kind of era where like you can see everything kayfabe is dead pretty much.
Yeah.
You got to be a heel off the clock. You got to be a heel on the clock. So I think that's definitely where we're going as pro wrestling fans, and and being that heel position. I feel like that's where we're going. So
100%. And like somebody I will say that I felt like, I always look at people. I never try to be like anybody. Like genuinely, like something like I need to be better at is like knowing more of everything, the product, the history, and all this stuff. But like I said, like 2.5 years being in this business is not a long time in the grand scheme of things. And when you got life going on, practices, all other stuff, you're trying to learn how to wrestle and stuff. It's hard to, completely invest so much time and learn all these things. So it's like kind of like a slow process. But I think like, dude, like in AEW, like MJF, I think is like pretty much the blueprint ground for, sexy BJ Ray. And I don't want to be MJF. I don't want to steal his flow or anything like that. But I feel like he's one of those guys. The reason he was so big in AEW is because like he really's got people wondering like, hey, like, is this guy? Like we know, like obviously the world knows that this is scripted entertainment, but like, is he actually this guy that's just doing this? Like, do people hate him in the locker room or like what? And I felt like he was so good at doing that. And not that I was studying him or anything like that. When I learned about him, I was like, oh, this guy's like doing what I'm doing at the same time, but I'm doing it over here in the WWE, And so, I feel like it's one of those things, bro, where it's mandatory and it's important. And like I said, dude, like for me, bro, like everything's always fun. It's always a troll. It's always a good time. And like the real heel part of me is like, dude, yeah, like I actually like enjoy it. Like I don't care. Like when I go and take these videos, like we'll get into or whatever, like, and people are all mad. I'm not over here like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like maybe I crossed the line. Like, no, bro. Like at the end of the day, here's the way I look at it. Right. So I don't know if you want to introduce it. I can basically say what happened. I went to a TNA event and it was awesome. There's NXT people there. So I was there supporting friends. I was supporting the people that I know in TNA. Indy, she's a sweetheart. Love her. Good friend of mine. And so I'm out the show, dude, having a blast, having a good time, dude, the whole time going crazy, like supporting the show. You know what I'm saying? But like, obviously while I'm there, I would be a fool not to make some content, right? VJ's got to be VJ. So bro, literally just make like the most like kindergarten playground freaking crud talk, like just maybe like 5 words, bro. Like whose unk is this? With like, oh, I'd clap these dorks. And bro, overnight, just boom, bro. So his face, he blows up. Everybody's like, this why this kid's an idiot, dude. And I got people, actually texting me like, hey, like, that's not, you know, the way you go about things in this business. It's not a good look and all this stuff. But what I have to say to those people is like, honestly, like, you can kind of suck it. Like, no disrespect. No disrespect. I respect everybody that steps in that ring. I respect the person that was in the ring, I think Mance, Steph that was getting upset on TNA. Like, I respect them. I was supporting them. Once the camera was off and my stuff was off, I was going crazy. I was getting lit. I was booing them, getting them over. Right? I'm having a good time. I'm bought in. But, like, I think that, you know, whether you're on the smallest indie promotion getting a hot dog and a handshake, or you're wrestling for the WWE Championship, if you are in the wrestling world, if you are under the umbrella, there's no separations when people say, oh, you broke the fourth wall or whatever like that. Like, dude, there's no separation in my mind. If you signed up to be in the entertainment business, in the spotlight, if you're on the smallest indie promotion, you're working, you're in that umbrella. You are in the entertainment business. If you are in that, dude, you have to understand the business and you have to understand the game. And there's going to be people that are going to be building their persona and building their character and having fun and doing things. And if you actually take offense to that, if it actually bugs you and you have an ego, then you're just a low IQ individual. Like, that's the reality of it. Because at the end of the day, it's like, for example, okay, I got released from the WWE. So what am I supposed to do now? Sit here and dwindle my fingers until a big promotion picks me up? You know, which, I mean, hey, some stuff going on, but like what am I supposed to do? Be like, oh, well, now I can't be a heel or say anything controversial or call anybody out or anything like that while I wait to get picked up by a big company. There's a storyline. No, dude, nobody's gonna get you over. Nobody's gonna put food on your family's table. Like, you got to fight for yourself. You got to fight for your brand, and my brand is Sexy DJ Ray. And just because I'm in the WWE doesn't mean that's not my brand anymore. My brand. Honestly, I was going to say the last 2.5 years with WWE, but even started before that. That's why I got signed. So it's like, I'm going to continue to build my brand. And, you know, I always tell people, like, because some people be like, well, bro, like, if you know you're going to make enemies in the business. People are going to be upset and not know whether it's real you, whatever, it can be a problem. And I'm like, dude, listen, like, at the end of the day, to know of me via the social media and stuff could be to hate me or to dislike me. But to truly know me, not know of me, to know me is to love me. And so I'm like, dude, like, any room you ask any of the guys, any next guy that you have on the podcast or any of these guys backstage or whatever like that. Like, you know, I walk the room, I light it up. You know, I light it up. And like I said, though, there's a part of that persona that is me. I am a little cocky sometimes. You know, I am a little, obviously, you know, rizzy and swaggy. But like I said, like, if people are actually out here getting offended over people just doing like stupid little stuff like that, that's not my problem. I mean, you guys have seen it. The amount of stuff, I don't think there's been a wrestler that's had more worse stuff said about him in the history of the industry than me, bro. Like, my social media is crazy, bro. Like, people say the most craziest stuff about me, like videos, comments, Instagram, TikTok. Like, if a young kid was to come to an LFG match and he's an up and coming wrestler or whatever, and he's in fans, he made a stupid video and was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna beat this dude BJ up, whatever, and post it. Here's the difference between me. I actually don't have an ego, and I don't care. I would laugh. Not probably. I would laugh. I'd see it. I'd be like, yo, this kid's funny. I'd be like, yo, this kid's mad funny. This kid's mad funny. And I would probably share it to my page, and I would probably comment something like, bro, I don't want the smoke. Chill with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, to me, I understand, dude. Like, it's all a joke. And not saying I don't take my work serious, but, like, the entertainment business, whether it's wrestling, whether it's Hollywood, whether it's whatever it is, it's all entertainment, dude. It's all a joke. And if you actually bring an ego into this, and to be honest with you, not to, you know, come across again cocky, but most people be like, oh, the guys that have an ego say they don't have an ego. But dude, like, genuinely, like, I really don't. Like, I don't care. Everything's kind of a joke to me. I don't take anything that deep. That's why people hate me, because most of the heels that are like, you suck, and they like show that people get under their skin. And then people are like, oh, yeah, but, like, that's why I'm, like, this, like, generational heel on this generational run.
For sure.
People hate me so much because, like, I don't care. Like, I'm unfazed. Like, people will say things, like, really bad, and then I'll, like, repost it to my page because it's funny. Or even, like, when Mance went off on Twitter and was saying like a bunch of crazy stuff. Like I could have absolutely annihilated him, but a part of the real Braden Ray that is the character is like I really like don't care. I'll take my phone. I take out my phone in less than 10 seconds, read it, and just respond all caps. like to me, like it's just all fun and games, you know. Like it's just all a troll. It's all fun, and so yeah, I don't really care about what people think. I want to do something really special in this industry, and it needs to be done. Shawn Michaels and Triple H started to try to lead the way, but they didn't have somebody that knows how to lead the way. And it may be bold to say, but like I said, there's nothing wrong with being confident. And I think it's better to be delusional than to think less of yourself. And so I rather live in that delusion. And I think I'm the guy to lead that way. And I think I'm the guy to blend it and really, really make this thing become real again. And I think I could do that through my persona, through my social media work, through all of these things. And like I said, there's a lot more that's going to happen. There's a lot more that's going to come into action, and it's going to be a fun time.
So
you said,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
We had a question from the crowd too.
Okay. Oh yeah, we do have a question from some of the supporters. Yeah, Dave's right there. If you can see it.
Slow.
Oh, right here.
What's it like being in the ring and having to work with Miss Marks while live? So basically, like botches.
Bro, like, honestly, dude, it's kind of, for me, it's easy because of my background. So, like, and I'm pretty comfortable wrestling. Like I said, I've been here 2.5 years, so I've kind of gotten a hold of the thing. And with my amateur background, it's easy for me to get things back on track. Like, I'll just grab a dude, put him in a headlock, say, hey, this is what we're doing, this is where we're going, or if something slips up and something's awkward, I could just hit a real double leg, a real single leg, a real anything, you know, a real suplex. But, yeah, I mean, there was, like, many times, bro, where that would happen. Like, that was, like, one of the funniest things on LFG, like, in one of my matches when I was wrestling Trill Hardy. Trill Hardy, bro, like, before the match, they're like, oh, yeah, we don't want to go over this. We don't want to practice it, whatever, soft ring, whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then, like, the legends, obviously, they have an agenda, right? They got to uphold the magic of the product. So, like, bro's literally missing everything. And then they're, like, commentating it like, oh, yeah, BJ was in the right spot. I'm like, bro, I'm exactly where I needed to be. Bro's the one that hit a swanton off the top rope and missed his mark. Like, I'm stationary. I'm in one place, you know. I'm not the guy missing these marks, but I don't really worry about it. And here's the thing, like, I don't blame people. Like, what we do is really hard, right? Like, I don't blame Trill or any of these other guys that I've been in the ring with and have missed their marks. I've missed marks before. It happens, you know. It's a hard thing when you get out there and you got the crowd and you got the whole match and you got the nerves and you're getting as the match goes on, you're getting tired and because it's very fatiguing. And so it's just one of those things that happens in the industry, you know. And that's why we're professional and that's why we do what we do. We get it back on track. Without people knowing, you know. And
before I pass it over to Swizz and D, thank you for saying that. I don't know how many people feel like they can get on stage and go 30 minutes.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't care. You cannot.
So I was going to ask a question because it actually stuck out to me after you spoke about your minor lack of knowledge when it came to WWE when you were coming into it and wrestling in general. So when you realized that you were literally, you know, being coached or in the vicinity of 4, you know, wrestling legends, like when it hit you, what was going through your mind when you realized that you were with Booker, Mickey, Taker, and Bubba? Like when it hit you, like you really thought out how important they were. Like, what was going through your mind, man? And how'd you take it then?
Well, like,
BJ, before you answer that question, who did you Google first after you met them?
Obviously,
you look up first?
Hey, obviously, I had to Google Mickey James, baby. Come on.
Mickey no ball.
That's right there, dog. It was so hard to focus on set with her, bro. Oh my god, bro. Be a baddie and a half. Respectfully.
You must have seen the Trish Stratus matches.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I mean, pretty much like once they all introduced themselves, I knew obviously Taker. Booker's been around the Performance Center the entire time. He does NXT and stuff, so I was familiar with Booker. but I wasn't familiar at all with Bubba, and I wasn't familiar at all with Mickey. So,
For sure.
so I obviously did some research on them, made sure I knew some of that going into it. And yeah, like I said, most of my research was spent on Mickey James. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Shout out to Mickey James.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bring Mickey back.
And they didn't make it any better, bro. Because then they brought back
Bring
Mama
Mickey
McCoy.
back.
They brought back
Hey,
Mama
Mickey
McCoy
James,
season
if you out
2.
there listening,
And I
we
had
would
to be on
love
my
to have
best.
you on the
I had to be
line.
on my bro. I had to be on my best behavior because I look over at Takers right there. I'm like, oh my God, bro. I was like,
Mickey
I can't be
James,
doing
yeah,
this. I can't be doing that to Mama McCoy, bro. Taker kill me.
Oh man. Also, the last question I had was, I'm assuming that when you all were filming LFG, like I can only imagine like how close you all got during that, and like how did you all support each other through that? Because I know it wasn't always, laughing and giggling and just looking great. You know what I'm saying? I know there was also some times. So like, how did you all go about supporting each other through that through the period of going through LFG?
Dude, like for me it was really weird because like season 1 LFG, I kind of like had a hold of things because I think season 1, me, Shiloh Hill, and Anthony Luke, we were around a little longer than everybody else, and then I had the opportunity of next gen, so I kind of knew how the reality TV game worked a little bit. So for me, I kind of just did my own thing, and I knew that you could do things and go on the fly and create these storylines and do these things. So I really had a good hold of it. But like, bro, like the crazy thing is like a lot of the times, like people would like get in their heads, their real ego. Like I said, just, dude, I would say like 90% of the people in the industry, bro, have these egos and insecurities.
Sure.
And they start to believe it in their own head. And they're like, oh, like they start to take it personally, like feedback or whatever the case may be. And so it was like crazy to see because like midway through season 1, like people started to switch up, bro. And like people were actually getting like competitive and doing things, what we would say, going into business for yourself and things like that. And
I bet you know all about that, don't you? I bet you know all about that, don't you?
Oh no! But come on! Hey, all business, BJ, bro. Come on!
You come on now.
I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
But no, for real. But yeah, and then season 2, bro. Like I remember we started filming season 2, and everybody come back, and like you got like Chris Otto with his headphones, like acting all serious.
Yeah.
You got like all these other people and the little girls acting all serious and stuff, and I'm like, guys, like the cameras aren't even here yet. I'm like, it's not that. But like to them in their head, they're like already preparing, like this is like 100% like legit, And so I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, bro. I was like, don't trip, don't trip. But I would say people were there for each other, like
For
if
sure.
they had that kind of click or that close relationship. But
It
I would
was
say
more so
for the
competitive for the most part.
yeah, I would say for the most part, everybody, was in it for themselves. And like I said, it's kind of one of those things. And maybe I'll figure out a way to go about it, talk to some people in future podcasts and stuff. But I don't really want to expose the magic. I'm a magician,
for
and I
sure,
I don't want to expose like everything that goes into it. But let's just say, hypothetically, in a hypothetical universe, if it was 100% a legit competition, y'all already know who would have won that, bro. Y'all already know who would have won on game one.
Listen, I know it wouldn't have ended the way it did, with you going through a table. We'll leave it at that, though. We'll leave it at that,
That's what I'm saying. Like, people know what's up. Like, I'll be like, people know that. They know that if it was a legit shoot, ain't no way BJ was going through the table, bro. Everybody else would have been going through that table.
And the last thing I'm saying before D talks, the last thing, you cut, and I say all the time, my favorite promo of the year on any brand, the promo in front of CM Punk. Wow. Come on. Bro, that was my favorite promo that anybody's cut anywhere this year. That was yeah. That's the one that really locked me in. I was like, this guy's got it. You know what I mean? So,
Which, like, dude, that really means a lot because, like I said, like, the beauty about what we do is, like, you come up with a persona, you come up with a character, but, like, the best to do it are, like, the guys that it's, like, they're able to bring out the real them, but in an intensified way. And my whole career up until that promo, I was always this kind of goofy, like, funny, not that serious, intense promos. Like, every promo I would do, dude, whether it's class, whatever, like, everyone would be dying and popping, bro. Like, to me, it was like stand-up comedy more than a promo. But like that was the way I perceived my character, like my persona, and then other people would be like, bro, it's so good. So I kept kind of going with it. Like the way I kind of viewed myself is like, I want to be the kid that like goes in and like says stuff that like has nothing to do with wrestling, whatever. And people are like, what is this kid talking about? We hate him. Like, hey, yo, you got Snapchat. Like, what the hell does it have to do with setting up a match or anything? It doesn't have anything to do with anything, but that's the heel character. That's why people are annoyed and they hate me because they're like, this kid doesn't belong. He doesn't deserve it. He shouldn't be in the WWE. Right. So, but like that was the first promo where like I was like, okay, like I completely had complete freedom with it. And I was like I said, I'm creative, and I had some talks with Bubba and some people, and you know, Bubba's one thing I will give Bubba is he's a creative genius. Bubba is one of the most creative masterminds of the business that I've ever worked with. And going into it, I was like, you know what? This is going to be a Braden Ray promo, not a Sexy BJ Ray promo. And I said, I'm obviously going to have that little touch on it, but I said, I'm just going to, based on from what I've seen, I'm just going to rip it and call it like it is. And dude, like that was not, I'm one of those guys, and a lot of people will say it because they'll try to like act cool or act like they have it and whatever, and be like, oh dude, yeah, I didn't even practice. I didn't even rehearse. I just made that up on the fly. That's a complete lie. If anybody ever tells you that, bro, it's a lie. The only person in the business that's doing that, bro, is me, bro. Like legit, like I pull it up, bro. Like the crazy thing is every single promo that you guys saw on LFG that I've done, I have never rehearsed a promo or gone over things like in my head more than like 3 times or like even really ever. Like that promo, I didn't once look myself in the mirror and tell myself the promo or go over it in my car, go over it in my head. I literally was just like, okay, here's the facts of what I know. I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to like just talk shit. And excuse my language, sorry. Oh, shoot, bro, I promised my grandma. Wait, real quick. My grandma called me and she was so mad that I like cursing and stuff. So she was like, I'm only going to be around for so much longer, so you can't curse anymore as a heel. I was like, all right, I got you, grandma. So anyway, I gotta chill with that.
But hey, we're going to transition because I think we got final thoughts pretty much from everybody. D, what did you have? We're going to try and keep it.
Yeah, so I know we got.
Because it's our interview. We want to at least have some regular conversation before we get out of here.
So yeah.
Next few sweet.
I wanted to say, you mentioned the name earlier, MJF. I've been in the locker room with MJF, and there was that instant feeling of I don't know this guy's angle, which is rare because I've been in locker rooms like I've been taking pictures for about 3 years now, so I've been in locker rooms, and there's never been a person who I was just in the back like I don't know what person I'm gonna get. Except for MJF. So you said MJF, you mentioned John Cena. Since you've been wrestling, is there any other people that you would kind of say were like that you look up to, or that they're your favorite, or anybody like that?
Yeah, 100%. Well, like a blessing that I have is the gift of discernment, and I've always been able to see whether something's a hit or has the it factor. I can hear a song and I can tell you that's a hit. I can see an entertainer and I can tell you he's going to be the future. He's got the it. And there's guys that obviously you guys already know of, like Dom Mysterio, bro. Like he's brilliant. Like I feel like I see like a lot of me and Dom like our similarity. You know, he's got that SoCal San Diego kook sense of humor, and that's kind of like my vibe too. You know, and so like I look at him and I'm like, he's killing the game. And I just think that he's like a stud in the business. I think Grayson Waller is an absolute stud in the business. Like you already said, MJF, I think he's brilliant what he does. And there's a lot of other guys, like some younger guys, bro, like my buddy Harlem Lewis, like, bro, he's really the future, like, of this. Like I tell everybody, like, and here's the thing about me, bro, like when everybody's like, oh, BJ the persona is so cocky, whatever, like that. The funny thing is, like, behind the scenes or whatever, like, bro, I give kudos where it's due. Like when we were doing the first season I was in with Cutler James, right? Me and Cutler James are beefing. Like in the whatever you call it, the back room where you're recording the individual shots, I was like gassing Cutler up. I was like, bro, like I understand why he's a superstar. Like 6'5", bro, looks like Hercules. He's a handsome cat, you know. But like they're not gonna show you guys that part. But that's the part about me that shows I don't have ego. Like I give kudos where it's due, and it's like I tell everybody, like when they ask me honestly, like I think overall, pound for pound on LFG, like I'm the whole package. I think I'm the number one superstar. But like, if you were to say, BJ, who do you think has better wrestling than you? I would definitely say Harlem Lewis and Anthony Luke. I mean, but like Harlem Lewis, bro, I don't think there's a single person on the highest level of the roster, bro. Raw, SmackDown, anything that could run better heat than Harlem Lewis. He runs the nastiest heat that I've ever seen. And
Solid.
it's not, that's just not my opinion. Like, all the coaches know. Everybody knows that he's the guy. He's the uppercomer when it comes to being that meathead, mean mug, and heel. And so I actually, like, even though he's my peer and we're kind of on the same level, and he's one of my good homeboys, like, I like watching a lot of his stuff because I'm like, all right, like, I got to find some ways to implement that style and that aggression and that kind of heat into what I do, you know. But there's so many talented people, bro. There's so many talented people. The Performance Center is a great place, full with just talented people. And so I enjoy a lot of people and what they do. And yeah, I think those names for me are probably, like, right now, the best in the business. Harlem Lewis, Dom Mysterio, Grayson Waller, outside of WWE, MJF, back inside the WWE. I mean, the list goes on, dude. There's so many good guys. So many good guys out there.
Absolutely.
All right, so quick hitters. Hunter, you go first. Just quick hit these, and then I got one more, and then we should be good to get out.
Okay. In your short time frame in the industry, is there one particular move that you're scared or / refuse to take in the ring? Just one that you're just not comfortable with?
Yeah, so honestly, for me, bro, I'm a gamer. I'm game. I like doing anything and everything. And I'll pretty much take everything. Now, the only thing is like, when I first, because of my shoulder, my rotator cuff, my labrum, like, front bumps are really hard for me. Like, big front bumps, like a frog splash off the top rope. So I'm kind of, like, skeptical if I would have to take anything, like, where I'd have to take a front bump from a high up position. That would probably be a little concerning because that was when I really, you know, I tore my shoulder originally with Cedric and stuff in this weird move, but when I really tore it was on season 2 of LFG when I hit a frog splash on Harlem, and as soon as I hit like this, boom! It just felt like a grenade went off on my shoulder.
Okay. Wow. And one more question: dream match, you versus anybody in any company. What would be your dream match right now? You don't got to go into details. Hell, it don't got to make sense. But
I think Warner, right?
Yeah. It's not Steph. Dude, there's some baddies. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Whatever they call them, the knockouts or whatever, too. They call Mia something, whatever. I don't even know, bro. It's crazy. I was, like, really watching that. I kept looking at my buddy. I was like, bro, just the technique of these women, bro. It's just amazing wrestling technique. But
the technique is crazy.
But no, dream match. I think that the wrestling world would never see a more entertaining match ever than babyface R-Truth versus heel sexy BJ Ray. I think that would be the most. I think that would be the greatest wrestling match of all time, bro. I've been telling you. Like, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. Even if R-Truth is down for the count and retired, I'm gonna call him.
He's pushing 60.
I'm gonna say, bro, we gotta make this happen, bro. We gotta make it happen.
Man, stepping away, man. Great. Thank you for coming through, man. It's been awesome. We kind of want to open the floor up and talk about anything. We got a few more minutes before we just got to get out.
Whatever you guys want. Is there any more questions?
Was Duke always the goal as far as colleges?
Dude, no, actually. So I kind of bounced around a bit. It's a crazy story, and I won't go on a long tangent. But so I originally my first college I went to was to this school called Cal Baptist University in Riverside, California. It was very close to home, and I was kind of like a homebody and whatever, so I thought it'd be a good decision. And then I went there, and they were transitioning from D2 to D1. And so, like, they would have been D1 by the last year I was there, and I would have been able to compete in the NCAA tournament. But I had, like, a very successful freshman year, and I felt like I was ready to, like, compete then. And so I was like, you know what? Like, I got to make a good decision for myself. So I left, and then I went to Cal State Bakersfield my second year of college because it was not right close to home, but a few hours away, good enough distance, great program, great D1 program. And I was familiar with the coaches there and stuff. Growing up in Southern California, a lot of my homeboys were on the team. So I was like, oh, this will be fun. And then went there, and then the coaches, the head coach and the head assistant coach, like, left that at the end of that year. And so, like, I didn't know who the coach was going to be. So I was like, all right, it's kind of time to bounce. And so then I put my feelers out again, and I had a lot of good schools I was talking to. I was talking to Oregon State, ASU, Duke. But originally when I was in high school, I always had a good grades and good GPA. I was always kind of a smart kid, you know. So I thought, I was like, you know what? I was like, instead of just, focus so much on the wrestling, because I was like, I wasn't really thinking about the credentials of the school. I was like, let me go somewhere where I could get the D1 wrestling, but also get like some legit credentials when it comes to a resume. So that's how I ended up on Duke, bro, and made it happen.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it was a really fun time, dude. Duke is something else, bro. It was a great school, and yeah, like just the atmosphere. I feel like there's no better school than Duke when it comes to blending the academics and the sports. Like my godbrother Josh, he went to Harvard, and that's originally. I actually took an official visit to Harvard when I was in high school, but I didn't go because I was just like, bro, I hate this. Like I went there and it was cold, East Coast and all that stuff, and I was like, nah. And everybody's like, bro, how are you going to turn down Harvard, bro? And I was just like, dude, like, it's not my vibe. It's not for me. When I got a school like 30 minutes away from home, sunny, chilling close to the fam. But anyway, like Harvard, like, the sports culture is not that big, or some of these other schools like Yale and Princeton, like they got some good programs or whatever. But like, dude, when it comes to like having the sports culture and the Cameron Crazies and all that, blended with the academics and fun and getting the college experience, I feel like Duke is like the best school in the world to do that.
Gotcha. We got one question from the crowd. Do you have a degree and what is it in? Communication.
Yes. No. Yeah. So I have a political science degree. Yeah, and
okay.
I think what you call it is your concentration is in political economy. So it's more of like economic sides of politics and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, I don't even know what I was going to use it for, bro. It's like every other young guy, bro. Like everyone's like, oh, you're supposed to have it figured out. I was just like, all right, bro, I'm a wrestler. I'm going to get this degree. It was either that or econ, but econ's a lot of math. And I was like, oh, screw that.
Yeah.
People are telling me when you got a Duke, bro, it doesn't matter what your degree is. You got a Duke degree. So I was like, all right, let's go.
Thanks.
Because I was going to say, because Swizz, what's yours? And then D, what's your what
Mine
y'all
is strategic communications and social media, but like I did a lot of like broadcasting work, so that when I present my resume, it looks like I just did a broadcasting degree.
Yeah.
And D, what was yours?
I went to school for cinematic arts and science with a focus in directing and screenwriting. So
that sounds crazy.
That creative stuff, man. Yeah.
Dude,
I fix cars.
Yeah.
3 time dropout, baby.
We need
3
more.
times.
Trade school is great, bro. Trade job.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade for that.
That's the
Hey,
future.
Hunter, tell him.
All the script writers and entertainers are gonna get taken over by AI, bro. We're gonna be cooked.
If you ain't first, you last.
But hey, shout out WWE AI, bro. Let's go.
Hey, man, before we get out of here, we got something that I want to bring back, man. We got the hate list, man. It's been a while. DJ was here. I felt like we had to bring back the hate list.
Yeah.
So let's go through the list right now because we got to update because we hadn't updated since like October. So we got to.
It's been a minute.
All right. So on the hate list right now, we got Vince McMahon, self-explanatory. Dr. Umar, he's not even a real doctor. The roll-up.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Bro, all right, my bad. I got locked in.
We got the roll-up pen.
All right.
We got Ava specifically for her lack of control in the NXT parking lot.
We love Ava. We like Ava, but it's just that. We like Ava.
Her lack of control in the NXT parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did an episode on wrestling nicknames. And Abyss has a nickname that's listed, the Beast from the Black Hole. So that's on there.
Oh, snap. That's crazy.
Back when Swizz was still bald, he missed back-to-back shows while being bald. That was just a violation across the board. WrestlePalooza, the entire event, the Pro Wrestling Insider team, as well as Mr. Dave Meltzer. Now, any of that can change. In the Hate List Hall of Fame, we got Hulk Hogan, D shirt from that one indie show.
Hey, bro, why do we always bring up that shirt that I had on? It was not that bad.
That was terrible.
Wait.
In the Hall of Fame is crazy.
We gotta throw RIP in the chat for Hulk, bro.
Facts. RIP.
Yeah, we respect RIP.
Oh, it's definitely RIP the person. 1,000%.
For sure.
Oh God. Okay.
We got pull apart brawl. More specifically, whenever Jason Jordan and Jamie Noble are on my screen. Both of those. And yeah, that's it. So I think for removals, Swizz not bald no more. And
He's bald in
Can
spirit.
he put his mustache?
we can't put his
We
mustache.
can't put his mustache
Bro,
on
we
there.
gotta take that off. We gotta take that off, bro.
Now, your mustache staying though, nigga.
Okay, wait. Vote to put his headphones in the hate list.
No, what? The headphones.
That's 3 votes right there.
I forgot it.
Can we move the entire after that one list? Can I vote that we move the entire Pro Wrestling Insider team into the Hate List Hall of Fame?
Nah. We can't do it. We can't do it, man.
I think, I think y'all gotta add Sexy BJ Ray on that list.
Hey. He said it, so it's okay if you want to add Sexy BJ Ray to the Hall of Fame.
Hey, the whole time I was just waiting for a reason to hate. I had the hate built up.
I had the hate build up.
I'm gonna just hate him because he handsome.
We
you got a good list, bro.
We have the very first official Hate List Hall of Famer who was there live for us to put him on the list. Shout out to BJ Ray.
First of hopefully many.
Number one, bro. Gotta be number one.
First of many, man. Come on now.
Yes.
I
think it sounds pretty good, bro. I think you got to keep Abel on there.
Yeah, no game said take Jason Jordan off, but you can leave Jamie. They ain't a lot of people. It's crazy. Like I look at my comments, we talk about like the break apart brawls and stuff. People there. It's always Jamie Noble getting the hate. People like they love Jason Jordan.
Bro, Jamie Noble is always in the middle, bro. Like Jamie, you're like 5'10", bro. What are you gonna do? You're like 5'10".
You did this one because now. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do y'all remember when the Divas used to bully Jamie Noble?
No, bro. My biggest Jamie Noble memory is when Sheamus broke his neck. Like it wasn't intentional, but that's the craziest and my biggest Jamie Noble freaking memory is when Sheamus threw him on the concrete.
You know what I'm gonna ask to add to the hate list?
What?
The spot where it's like the person we see them on the ground laid out and somebody knocked them out and we don't know who.
Like the
mystery attacker spot.
So like the Jay Cargill spot.
Jay Cargill spot, the Jacob Fatu spot from NXT that just happened. He did some
hold on. What about my nomination?
Hall of Fame?
The WWE referees. When they missed
bro. We had it on the rest for a long time.
Oh, we lost
I'm
DJ.
still tired of that, bro. I'm still tired of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but the FCC had a whole thing with referees, bro. I think WWE referees are the least of our concern right now.
Yeah, and also
what about
Can we add the SEC football?
Let's go. We stay balling, bro. Hey, the lounge was too fire, bro. The podcast was too fire. My computer crashed, bro. But now we on the porch, bro. We outside on the porch skis. We outside.
But wait. What we were saying? Oh, no. I'm okay with referees not getting on the hate list. I'm okay with referees not getting put on the hate list because they only have so many spots where they get their shine. So I'm okay with them not getting.
Who do we just say?
Hey, no. Y'all gotta toss Gary on the hate list. NXT ref, bro. Go ahead and toss him on there for me, bro.
Gary on the hate list. Hey,
everyone's gonna love me. Everyone's gonna love me for that one, bro. Everyone in NXT is gonna love me for that one. Gary on the hate list. We're gonna.
So the hate list Hall of Fame.
Yeah, shout out Gary. He's going on the hate list.
We got 2 Hall of Famers. The mystery attacker.
Yeah, the mystery attacker spot. Hall of Fame.
But man, thank you everybody for showing up, man. We have been nervous about this show. Y'all, we made this official on October 10th. We literally waited.
It's been that long?
Yeah, we made this official on October 10th.
Dude, wow. What a grand finale.
I was kind of nervous to ask you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't want to
bro, I had to make Swizz ask you. He was
he did. He did.
Dude,
I wasn't gonna ask you, bro, because it's weird because like there's other guys that like I pitched the idea to and they've been open to it for sure. But like, you know, unfortunately, like the opportunity presented itself in an unfortunate circumstance for you where like you were able to come. But both of you that I want to get, it's just like who's getting approved by the WWE because they're current wrestlers. We have to get approved and all that stuff, and it's just so.
No, it definitely makes it more difficult. It definitely makes it more difficult when you're in a contract because you got to get everything cleared and stuff. But no, dude, shout out you guys, bro. Like I said, I've always been for the people, bro. I'm like the people's champ, but even better than The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally, bro, I do this for the people. I do this for the love of the game, bro. Like, and I'll do anything and everything, any podcast, any questions. Like, I've had people tell me like, oh, bro, like only do the biggest things or whatever. And I told them I was like, bro, well, the Lounge is the biggest podcast, bro.
You feel me? Come on,
I said this is the first one. They're like, oh, the first one. Like, I got some other big dudes that are like, yo, let's make it happen. Some Ariel Helwani stuff, some other stuff, and I was like, bro, I said, we ain't keeping tally, bro. We ain't keeping first podcast, all that. I said, nah, these are my boys. These are the guys who helped me get where I'm at. If it wasn't for Switzo and you guys reposting my stuff, making clips, making edits, I wouldn't even be here. So I'm just thankful for you guys, bro. Have such a strong support team, and that's what I said, bro. In a world full of hate, bro, all I can rely on is my supporters, bro. I feel like John Wick, bro, when he got excommunicated, and now I got everybody. I got everyone coming after
me. You can ask BJ, man, through this whole process. BJ probably got tired of me texting him. Anything we recorded, I sent it up for approval before we posted. Any ideas, whatever, because we do not want to be the reason that your brand gets any damage or anything.
No, dude. I mean, you don't have to. I'm not under contract anymore, so you don't have to approve anything. And everything I said is fine. Everything I said is the truth. So I can say whatever I want to say, bro. That's the beauty now. Now it's that. Now I'm my own business, and now before, dude, before it was Sexy BJ Ray chained. Now it's Sexy BJ Ray unchained, bro. So now it's about to get wicked, dude. And you guys already saw a little taste of it. You guys saw a little taste of it the other night at TNA. It's like, bro, I didn't even have to do anything, bro. I took one video and broke the internet. I don't know. I don't even know how I do it, bro. It's like this unique ability.
I'm gonna be the first to say that Sexy BJ Ray Unchained is absolutely terrifying, and I am terrified, but I'm happy at the same time.
I gotta give you a side eye now.
You almost don't when you get the notification, you almost don't want to open it in public because you don't really know what you're going to say.
Like I said, excited and terrified.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to write the first book, dude. The Art of Rage Bait, bro. People don't get it, dude. Nobody gets it, dude. It's crazy to me still, like how soft people are, bro, and get their feelings hurt and take things personally. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's like, bro, get with the program or get left behind. Come on now.
Yes, sir. But man,
come on.
Let's get this outro going, man. We got face.
You gotta get the blue mask.
You gotta get the what?
Oh, I don't have it.
You gotta get the blue mask.
I have no idea.
No, bro, no. Do not put these freaky masks on.
I might make some of y'all upset with this one right here, bro. Come on now.
With the Dodgers,
Hey, man, we got fake Luke Gallows in the building, Mr. Face, with all his 8 glasses. We got Mr. 37U MVP himself, Mr. Hendricks. Making his triumphant return. We got my wise man himself, Mr. Hunter, the man who helped guide me to this heavyweight championship. We got your favorite reactor, my neighbor himself, Mr. Swizz. We got Sexy BJ Ray in the cut.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, Director of Operations.
Hey, everybody got to hit us. Come on. Hey, wait, I want to tell a funny story. Wait, I want to share one more thing before you end this. You ready? So on the show, you guys see on LFG or whatever, they're all like, bro, why is he running the ropes like that? Why is he like whatever? Like, is he tired? Bro, like I'm never tired in the ring, bro. I've been wrestling since I was 6 years old. My cardio is great, and I posted videos in the past of me on the cardio board and stuff. But anyway, dude, when I watch Snoop Dogg run the ropes, this is the troll of me, bro. Like when I watch Snoop Dogg run the ropes, bro, I told myself that day, dude. I said every single time, bro, I run the ropes in the beginning, I'm running that shit like Snoop Dogg, bro. I said I'm gonna hop over, I'm gonna hit the rope, I'm gonna hit the other rope. I said, I got you, bro. I got to shout out to the West Coast Snoop, bro. I have to. I had to run him like Snoop, bro.
Absolutely.
I think it's hilarious. I think that's just part of my character and my bit, and that's the kind of stuff that I do that I think people like, it just captures their attention. They're like, what is he doing? But it's just funny, bro. It's just funny stuff.
Absolutely.
Hey, we out of here, baby. Y'all tap in, man. We got more stuff coming soon. And if y'all want a BJ Ray second time around, Y'all gotta hit that like, follow, and sub button, man. And we gotta see about bringing BJ on for our fantasy booking series, man. That would be great. But man, without further ado, I'm your host, Mr. J. We got the guys over here at Lounge Phi Beta. We out of here, baby. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yeah.